I don't mind getting up on the roof.
Yeah, up on that roof.
Wait, what's that?
Up on that roof.
You couldn't do it on your best day, you one-handed fuck, and your best days are long gone.
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
It might as well be the Watchers on the Couch.
It's the Watchers on the Couch.
Hey, it's the Watchers on the Couch.
King of the North.
King of the North. King of the North.
Oh, welcome back to Watchers on the Couch, I guess, and today we're discussing episode 4 of season 8, The Last of the Starks. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
Here's how I feel about this episode.
Oh, is that right?
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty strong.
Mike?
So this is your favorite episode, huh?
This is... I forgive a lot with this show.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the history of this podcast, this is easily, for me, the worst episode of Game of Thrones that's ever.
That's surprising, because, like, I actually like overall, I would say I actually enjoyed this episode. There are a ton of stuff that I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
You guys are like, seriously, like, this is not a bad show. Like, what are we doing
I didn't say
here?
it's a bad show. I just said it's the worst episode of a good show.
There was a lot of moments I really liked. I really enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed like the dinner scene, Tyrion conversation with Varys multiple times.
Yeah.
But then after that was a little strange.
The first half of the episode or so was great.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel.
I really enjoyed it. And then, like, in the last half hour, or however long this episode was, excuse me, is when it all fell apart for me. Like, I can suspend disbelief for a lot of things because it's a story of tits and dragons.
Yep.
But there is just way too much bullshit that's happening.
We'll get to it. Tell me about it.
Man, where to start?
Or do we just want to go through the episode?
Let's
and
go
you'll
through
get to
the
them?
episode.
So we open up with burning bodies, you know?
Yeah, the funeral. It was
Burning
really
bodies.
It was pretty heartwarming and toasty.
Warm up,
Yeah.
A great speech by Jon Snow doing the Night's Watch kind of eulogy and
Cool.
his best William Shatner impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think Daenerys whispered to Jorah? I loved you like a brother. Jorah wakes up from the dead.
Nope.
Fuck you. Like, what?
Even in the afterlife, you're still Sir Friend Zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that, probably.
Was there...
If you just would have said please, I totally would have done you.
Jeez.
Was there a huge pile of, like, undead bodies in the distance?
I
couldn't
don't
tell if that
know.
was like a tree line, or if there were bodies piled up back there.
I didn't see that.
No,
They past all the pyres.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Well, they would have burned everything. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, all the undead that the Night King brought down, they're not going to put those on the pyres.
Okay,
You know?
so all the undead, though,
Yes.
that were brought back, didn't all those guys turn to ice, too?
No.
No, okay.
No, just the Night King and the generals.
And the dragon.
And then you see... The dragon just fell, though, right?
I thought he turned to ice.
yeah, he kind of fell apart.
Oh.
He kind of fell apart, yeah.
Oh, never mind. What do I know? Okay.
And then, well, when that whole scene's happening, then there's a shot in the distance. You kind of see a lot of Winterfell, and you see the undead just like falling over, but you don't see him like exploding into ice.
Okay. Well,
Which is weird in this episode. Like, Winterfell looks fucking great. It looks perfect. Like, where was that part that fell down from the dragon?
That's on the other side of Winterfell.
yeah.
Is
They're
it?
on the nice
Like,
side.
well, it might be.
Yeah, they're on the nice side.
Just all right. I'm not too worried about it, but like all the dragon glasses got man. They cleaned up quick, man. They cleaned up quick.
Well, HBO staff, they're like double time in it.
Well, they only lost half their army, so...
A perfect 50%.
Yeah.
I think that's just because it's easy for the audience to comprehend 50% as opposed to, well, we've lost 70% of the Unsullied, 20% of the Wildlings, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, let's just say roughly half, all right?
Half. Come on. And especially like the Dothraki.
I know. Like,
They
how
charged in.
How did any of those guys survive?
Right. You only saw a couple of them coming back.
Yeah.
So they were going in head first.
Head to toe.
Yeah, head to toe. into 100,000 undead people.
Yeah.
Listen, so did Ghost, and he just lost an ear.
Yeah, poor little guy.
God damn it.
Oh, little cutie.
It's so fucking...
I just want to scratch him behind what used to be his ear.
They should have never brought him back.
They shouldn't
Stupid.
They shouldn't have charged him into battle.
No, but now they can have their spin-off, Tormund and the Hound, or Tormund and the Wolf
and Ghost.
and the Ghost. Yeah.
Tormund and the Ghost.
It is dumb. Like, I don't get that thing at all. But whatever.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, they could have... All John had to do was have just a small little moment with him. That's expected. The wolf saved his life multiple times. The dire wolf is like, they're like connected.
Yeah, they're like, what is it, psychically connected somehow? Like low-level psychically connected?
I don't know if they've ever established that in the show itself.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that somewhere, and I believe it, because you believe everything you hear on the internet, right?
I read it on the internet.
I
It's
read
true.
it on the internet.
I heard it in a podcast. It's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the books, but yeah, they've had
Right.
the magic union between the Starks and the dire wolves was never really explored in the show itself.
Okay.
Basically, the wolves in general were just downplayed a lot in this show. Boing.
So, anyway.
I'll probably bitch about it again as we go through this.
Pet your fucking dog, John.
John's got a lot of stuff on his mind. He's like trying to figure things out.
The dog's right there.
He does. He's just like, it's just easier this way. Sometimes you just have to fade away rather than actually saying goodbye. Ghost. That's all I'm saying.
That's what he did. Yeah. Yep. There's just a lot about that scene there that I dislike. So Tormund, bye. See you later. I'm just gonna go north.
Yeah, talk about fucking up our survivor bracket. I mean, you're just going to write the characters off. Now it's really easy. Sam totally gets a bye for the rest of for the next 2 rounds.
So many people get a bye.
Yep.
Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's not Tormund's fight isn't for the throne and to get Daenerys on there. So
Kind of should be, I think.
why?
They fought she fought with them to help save them from the undead.
He's not that kind of guy. He's not. I don't think he's a guy that those people are the type of people that would just follow somebody.
I was gonna say,
right?
what type of guy is he? Like, well, Tormund. Like,
He's Tormund.
Yeah.
Come on. He's a little. He's like rebellious, and he's doing his own thing. But
The free folk are never going to bend the knee to Daenerys, even if they did fight with her.
right.
would he have stayed if the ladies of Winterfell liked him?
Maybe. Who knows?
Sam and Gilly. Bye, Sam and Gilly. Won't see you anymore.
Oh, Gilly's preggers.
Yeah.
Love it. She's
Yep.
gonna have a little baby.
So I guess
they probably had to write that in because she's pregnant in real life.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she fucked up the show. Yeah, fuck her.
Well, somebody did.
I'm kidding. Like, I don't. Yeah.
Do you really think Sam's the dad with his his Night Watch vows, or do you think it's
My penis is perfect.
Oh man.
after they had that moment serving gruel?
You never know. Want some of my gruel?
Gross. That's gross.
I guess that little girl survives the crypts because we don't see they're dead.
Right.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah. And Ghost. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah.
So is like the Night Watch
strange.
just is the Night Watch just done now? Like, are they all dead?
Well,
There's
yeah.
kind of not a point, really.
There's no point for the Night Watch now because all of the undead are dead, are really dead.
Sure. And I guess if their Lord Commander's dead, then
I mean, there would be if Cersei stayed in power, because they still wouldn't want the free folk coming down, I guess,
Oh, if really?
from the wall. I think it...
Was that-
So I think at a certain point, after a while, since the undead were gone for thousands of years, it switched to kind of just keeping the fucking
free
wildlings out.
Oh. Well, that's dumb.
Building a wall before building a wall was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. All right, well, what else happened?
After burning the bodies, we get a yummy, yummy meal. It's a good time. It was a little dreary until Daenerys goes, "Oh, Gendry, you son of a bitch. I'm going to kill you."
Nope.
Just kidding.
Your family killed my family, like everybody's family killed my family. I should kill everybody here, and I'm going to, but first I'm going to make you love me.
Okay, okay. Yeah, okay.
She does it every time.
Yeah.
Does what every time? You killed my brother, you killed my father,
Yeah.
you killed my family killed your family, everybody's killing everybody, let's all just get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand me my coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the
My
internet
Dunkin' egg coffee.
the internet people are blaming Sansa, or the woman who plays Sansa. I can't think of her
For the
name.
coffee?
Yes, because apparently, the HBO fans are blaming Sansa because apparently there is a photo of her holding a coffee cup with Lyanna, and it's just like everybody drinks
that's
coffee.
right.
Still-
There's probably everybody there's a lot of them are drinking coffee.
Well,
Yeah.
number one,
This shit happens.
it's not really their job to make sure that there's people
Exactly.
on the set that
Yeah.
are supposed to take care of that
Exactly.
shit. And there's people in post-production that's supposed to take care of that
Yeah.
shit, because
Yeah.
especially if you watch the behind-the-scenes stuff, one of the reasons I hating this episode is because I watched the whatever the 18-minute behind the game or inside the game or something like that is.
Game of Thrones Revealed. I
Something.
think it's called that.
Yeah, whatever it is on YouTube. But and you see how much work goes into it and what a great job everybody does.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, but the last half of this episode just makes me so mad.
So I felt bad. I do feel bad because after we did the podcast for episode 3,
Yeah.
I watched the Game of Thrones Revealed, showing behind the scenes and how they did it. And yeah, I feel bad that I didn't enjoy it. And not just me, there's a lot of people that really hated that episode. And for them to put that much work into it.
Can I just be the 33% of this
Yeah,
table that didn't hate that episode?
I didn't hate that
Yeah,
episode.
you didn't hate it.
Okay, well, you kind of seem like you do.
No, episode
Yeah,
We're talking
3.
about the last the battle.
Oh,
the-
I see. Well, it's just because it was so dark. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, but I still liked it. I liked that episode too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like most of this episode. There's just decisions that were made and jumps that were made that didn't make sense. There's also a lot of reset of character development and a lot of not explaining what characters' motivations are that makes me angry in this episode.
Can I point out we have 2 episodes left,
Yeah.
and they're trying to get a lot of shit done in 2 episodes.
Yeah, because they're tired of making the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
And
I didn't know you were
and-
serious until I learned that they're basically just done with the show and they wanted to move on to other things.
But yeah, they're doing a little bit of fan service by making some of the choices they've made. They are pandering a little bit. And yeah, they're skipping over stuff, but honestly, don't you want to see it finished? Don't you want to see what actually the whole story is?
I do, but
the
also
finale of this whole saga.
Sure, but at the same time, I've been following these characters for so long, so I want what they do to make some sort of sense. I don't want Ari to say, "We're family, you're my brother, we have to stick together," and then 5 minutes, "I'm going away and I'm never coming back."
I love how you guys are just both blankly staring at me right now.
Well, you're giving me a look. That's what she does. It's literally not even, it's the next scene that you see her in. She's decided she's just going to leave. And you don't know why.
I think
I'm sorry, that Arya
do.
leaves?
You
Yeah,
do
when Arya
know
leaves
why.
with the house.
Right.
You can infer why. She has a list still. She's still trying to kill Cersei. She has to finish that list.
I still
I
feel like
think
that
her and
list is-
Sansa might have a plan again.
Well, maybe.
Because they find out about Jon. They think Daenerys is crazy. Sansa finds out from Tyrion that Tyrion's basically afraid of her. She Sansa gives Tyrion the information about Jon. Sansa is going down there to maybe she kills Daenerys.
Daenerys. Maybe. That's and
That-
you know,
I don't know.
that's probably exactly what they're going to do. But there needs to be like something where she like makes the decision to leave. That
Yeah.
Well,
it's
That'd be
like
nice.
we're on A on one side, and then all of a sudden she's B, and it's like what?
It didn't actually bother me that she.
Yeah, that didn't
I didn't
bother me
expect her to
either.
stay in the north. Really.
yeah, I didn't either. I thought
Just
she was
'cause how
definitely
she
going to go
is.
down, and she still had to fulfill like the rest of her arc.
Yeah.
You know, and
Still
I think
got some
that's
list.
and that's the whole the fan whatever like
Mm-hmm.
the fan service that they're doing is that people are living out their arcs, like they're acting out the arcs of their characters, and I think that's great that they're doing that. But yeah, it didn't bother me at all that it was just like, oh, now she's leaving, because we all knew she was going to leave.
I don't have a problem with her leaving. I have no problem with the Hound and Arya Roadshow again. I just wonder why she left when she's making such a big deal about what's going on in Winterfell and not trusting the Queen and stuff like that. And yes, what you said, like about having they're doing a little finger and littler finger kind of move, which is
I don't know. Maybe they probably expect Dany to win, so they'll be like, "All right, she's going to end up killing Cersei. Great. We don't have to deal with Cersei. All you got to do is kill Dany. You kill her. You put it on her face. Nobody knows it's you."
Arya rules because she's got the face on.
Yep.
That's actually pretty funny.
That would be amazing.
I feel like having her leave is basically just setting up her death, because I don't think they're going to give her, like, she already killed the Night King, so I don't think they're going to give her any more big kills in the next 2 episodes, because that's kind of turning it into the Arya show at that point.
I still don't see her dying though.
I'm
I'm not saying it can't happen. I don't know. I don't expect it to happen.
Listen, I totally thought Tyrion was getting 300. So, and when they didn't do that, it's like, well, I guess he's going to survive the entire show.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, he's not going to be in the battle.
Doesn't mean he won't die.
That's true. I mean, he could get
Dracarys.
and
Yeah.
because I think everybody's going to get Dracarys.
I think Varys will get Dracarys.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Easily.
Tyrion's going to tattle. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think
I don't feel like
I think Varys has been basically giving information to Cersei for a while. Maybe that's how
Really?
Euron knew where to be and knew they were coming at what time, because Varys was telling her.
Well, Jon knew where the fleet was going to be too. The only person who didn't seem to know was Daenerys and the dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, the thing with the sea battle type stuff, like we had this issue last season too. Like there's
Yeah.
only so many
Same.
places you can go to get to that place around there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still stupid, I think. What happened?
Because King's Landing is a bay, so
Right.
there's only one way in.
But she can't see them. But they can see her.
That moment was
come on.
where, like, most of the other stuff's like, okay, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, I'm out of this episode.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because she could have come up behind them and
No,
the cars.
no, that's not the problem.
Okay.
The problem was apparently Euron can shoot through mountains.
Oh.
Because they didn't see, she's way higher up.
Yeah.
She should have at least been able to see sails before they would have been able to target her.
Right.
She's super far away, too. I don't like the physics of those scorpions.
The things with the scorpions, as far as launching, is pretty decent. Like, I know a lot of people are giving the scorpion shit this season. Oh, they just made bigger crossbows. Well, they're also metal reinforced so they can launch further.
The ones on the ships are.
Yeah.
They
I
look
don't know
different
about
on the ones on the
the ones on the
castle.
wall. I don't on the
They're
ramparts.
a little different.
My thing with those is, Yeah, but you're still moving through the ocean, and dragons are still moving. I feel like when you launch, it's already too late. But I don't know how cannons work
Well, if you're
either.
aiming
you have
for
to aim
what,
ahead.
Yeah, if you're aiming for what has already been in target, you're going to miss.
Like
but
do
you have
skeet
to
shoot.
you have to think about where that target is going to be
Yeah,
when
but
you shoot.
when you skeet shoot, you're still on solid ground. The ground's not moving underneath you.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
He's been in a few battles before, I will say, and he's probably launched a few cannons before. So maybe aiming from a moving target or a moving like vessel is not new to him.
They've been practicing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
They've been practicing with giant clay.
Yeah.
like skeet shooting.
Exactly.
Qyburn's been doing some duck hunt stuff
Yep.
in the mountains there when you miss. Like them destroying the boats with the scorpions, that worked for me. But
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know shit about, like, because even with cannons, like, you're pretty close with a cannon in relative terms to launching a ballista at a big flying creature. But anyway, just the fact that killing the dragons with stuff is fine. That doesn't bother me. The fact that everybody had to round the mountain to see where it was coming from doesn't make sense when you're in the air.
Yeah.
The other thing that annoys me about the Rhaegal thing is when Tormund's there, I thought you were going to be riding the dragon. Oh, Rhaegal's injured and he needs rest. He doesn't need me. Where the fuck is Rhaegal going? Stay. Heal up. What the hell?
So the riders can kill him.
Yeah.
So they can balance the odds better.
The reason he can't
That's why.
stay is the same reason why the rest of the troops can't stay, right? The rest of the people can't stay is because Daenerys is fucking everything up. She like wants to get it done.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, right now. And that's why the dragon's going. Because everyone else is going and she expects him to go. Or her to go.
Yeah.
It's not her, right?
What? No, I think they're all boys,
They're all men?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all males.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we established this in a couple seasons.
Although we never see that dragon dick.
That's right, but we
missed
assume
that.
there's dragon dick.
The dragon dick is perfect.
You want me to show you my penis?
That's Rhaegal.
Because he goes belly up when he hits the water. The other problem that I had with
Dude,
that...
he got nailed right in the neck. So I saw Chris on Facebook. He's like, I don't think he's dead. I'm like,
How?
if that fucking dragon is not dead, I won't even watch this rest of the show. I'll turn it off the next day. Okay, I actually won't do that, but that'd be stupid.
Yeah.
It would
Took
totally
one to the
be...
neck. It had a critical hit sound effect.
It was a belly shot
like,
and then a
like
neck
Final
shot.
Fantasy video game.
And then
it sounded like
he probably
that.
drowned after that too, because he's just like, oh, I can't do anything. He's in the water.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Got a bad bite.
Give me a chain.
Needs a lifesaver, a giant lifesaver.
The other
Yeah.
problem I have with that scene is after the ships are destroyed, everybody's on the beach except one person, who happens to be the one person they catch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, she took the skiff. She was the only one.
Just swam.
Yeah.
Yep. She can swim, right?
Not now.
Give me Sunday.
On the Sunday.
I mean, I assume since Grey Worm can swim, she can swim.
I don't know.
They have to teach people how to swim, right?
I'm sure. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think I want to say. Never mind.
Don't.
I was just thinking, like, where she comes from. Like, is it water? Like,
I guess it's all
the
desert.
water?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's the only reason I was wondering that. But it broke my heart. This episode broke my heart twice. Not 3 times, because I really didn't care about, I'll be honest, I didn't care about Ghost.
Oh. Man.
Because he's gonna go with with Tormund.
Oh, I don't care about Ghost leaving.
They're gonna be fine.
No, I'm glad Ghost is going to live happily north of the wall. What I care about is I don't want somebody on the throne that's not going to pet his dog before he says goodbye.
Yeah. Tell him he's a good boy.
Whatever.
He's the best boy.
Thank you for saving my life multiple times.
He knows.
Thank you for protecting my dead body.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah. John gave him a look. That's all.
It's
That's all Ghost needs.
Is that
Ghost knows.
that telepathic? You know,
John knows nothing, but Ghost knows everything.
all the things. All the things that
John definitely knows nothing.
Ghost is the repository for everything John doesn't know.
I need to tell you something. You have to swear you'll never tell another soul.
Well, good thing I don't believe in souls, because that's a loophole. And then also, I need to tell you something.
Tell them.
Yeah, that's the loophole.
Well, John didn't tell us.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely a big difference between Ned Stark keeping a secret and Sansa Stark keeping a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's that, but there's also that she knows. I think she thinks she knows what she's doing at this point. Like, we know she's got a plan. Like, she knew exactly what she was doing when she told.
Maybe she does. Maybe she has a great plan. You know,
Is that even a plan?
it might be a plan.
It's a great plan. She should be the one that's on the Iron Throne if the throne still exists after this, which I don't think it will. Although I did hear, I can't confirm this because I didn't look it up, but supposedly they shot multiple endings to this show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So nobody knows how it's really going to end.
I think so.
Who else did that? There was another show that did that, or another like movie or something that like there were multiple endings, so nobody knew like what was really going to happen.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too. Which movie was it?
I don't remember. Do you know, Mike? When you think of it, it doesn't matter. It's not really relevant, but they've done that before.
Maybe it was Infinity War.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. But yeah, John knows nothing. He doesn't know his sisters at all, apparently.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. He doesn't know his queen's given some crazy ass ultimatums, and has all but said, "I'm going to Dracarys your entire family."
That was a weird scene with her and
With her begging him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
I don't believe at all that she loves John.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
I
believe
think she
it at all.
does.
I think she
It's
does,
a weird,
but it's hard.
fucked up way to talk about love. She's definitely picking career over love right
Well, yeah,
now.
she doesn't love him more than she loves the throne, or the
Yeah.
idea of getting the throne,
Right.
because that's her destiny.
Right.
I just want to know what her next goal is after she gets the throne.
Oh, you know,
She's going to be like, oh, kind of bored now. It's
Dracarys.
nearly as fun as I thought it'd be. Yeah.
I got everything I wanted.
It's like, I came here to rid the world of tyranny. I'm going to burn all of King's Landing. That's what this episode is in 5 minutes, seconds or less.
Maybe she do murder-suicide. Dracarys herself. Dracarys me.
And then Jakar's the dragon. Yeah.
Self-Dracarys.
Jakar's me, and then hold your breath.
Dracarys me, Dracarys you.
Just run her and the dragon into a cliff. It's like, That's how the show ends.
Wait, like Thelma and Louise, they're holding hands.
Yeah.
Listen, the dragon didn't do anything wrong.
No.
The dragon can be on the throne for all I care.
Dragon's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good little boy.
He's not as good as a ghost, but...
A little baby boy.
Although I think with the way they're setting things up, I think there's not going to be a throne at all at the end of the show. I think that's pretty...
It's just going to, like, crumble and fall with everything else.
I think King's Landing's basically just going to be gone, and then or whatever, and they're just going to decide, you know what, this ruler of 7 kingdoms is kind of bullshit. Let's every kingdom can just be their own kingdom,
Great.
and the North
Let's
can
do
be
it.
whatever. And then
Awesome.
John's going to go beyond the wall again, and that's where he's going to end up and reunite with Ghost, and
Yeah, maybe.
they'll frolic in the woods because John's got the real North in him.
Yeah.
I think they telegraphed that pretty heavily
Yeah.
as a possible theory, but it could just be Tormund's. He's a sentimental bloke, and
He wants to see him again. I don't know. Where did Sam go? Did he go back home?
no, I think he's going to the North too.
Oh, really?
I thought so.
I thought they were just staying in Winterfell.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh, I thought they were leaving.
It seemed like they were leaving.
Who knows? I thought he was just saying goodbye to John because John was leaving.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought he was leaving. Like maybe he was going back home because he is the lord of What is that place called? Is it Horn something? Or
Tarleyville?
Tarleyville, that
Yeah,
works.
That works.
I don't
Sounds right.
remember what the Tarley land
Horn
is
Hill
called.
or something?
I think it is Horn Hill, actually.
Yeah, maybe he's going back down there. Maybe John at the end will just go live with Sam.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Like 2 men and a baby, and
I feel like if they're saying that this is actually goodbye, that he's going north, because if John was king along with Daenerys being queen, like they're planning on happening, there's no reason they wouldn't still see members of the house again.
I don't see why they would go north, though. Like, they're about to have a baby. Winter is here.
She's
Just because the Night King went away doesn't mean there's not still going to be winter.
no, but she's still
He
a
has a
North girl.
whole castle he could live in.
She's a northern girl.
She sure liked it when she was at Hornhill, though. She liked wearing that fancy dress.
All right. Listen, I don't know what's going on, Mike,
I don't know either.
any more than you.
It's getting silly.
okay.
Yeah. Brienne's going to be an alcoholic.
What?
Yeah.
No.
She would never like drink. She just started drinking. Now her heart's broke. That's all she's going to be doing. She's just going to become a drunk.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Tyrion's drinking again, so everybody's drinking.
Yeah. Jamie left her. Chang, he
Yeah.
banged her and left.
Well, he totally did the whole, like, fuckboy peace out thing, where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go do something to get myself killed. I'm going to make you hate me before I leave, so you don't feel bad when I don't come back.
I hate Jamie so much.
What a fuckboy.
Yeah.
How did you guys interpret that?
I really thought she could change him. Just kidding.
Do you think he's going back for Cersei to be with Cersei?
No, I think he's trying to get killed because he feels bad for being an asshole, and he's going to do it in the name of Cersei, but not to be with her.
I think he's going back because he wants to kill Cersei.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think Cersei's going to expect that to be to happen. Jaime's going to get captured. She's going to kill him.
Okay.
But I definitely didn't see it as like I'm going back because I'm in love with Cersei.
No, I didn't see it that way either.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did, and I think he probably does, but I don't think that overrides the fact that, she's an evil person, I'm an evil person, so only I can kill this evil person.
Yeah. I don't know. Man, that's one scene I didn't really like when Jaime and Brienne, well, just a part of it, where Jaime and Brienne like first finally kissed, and then it cut like away real quick.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to see any Brienne boobs.
Well, no, I actually don't care about that, but surprisingly. So I was like, really? Did she get? I was like, all right. But I don't know. That seemed like a pretty big moment that finally happened, and then it just cut away real fast. Like I figured Game of Thrones would have a little longer scene for that, at least just a short while. Some music, like
Yeah. Unlike a taste,
I don't know how to
and like
music,
a John and Danny tasteful one, not like here's my butthole with Bronn.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, or like Missandei and
Grey Worm.
Grey
Grey
Worm when
Worm.
he's speaking in tongues.
ha ha ha.
Oh, it's been a while. It has been a while. That's the first one of those this season.
Oh my god. No, I thought it was nice how they did that because just give them their privacy. Like we know this is going to happen. Like just let them do their thing. Close the door.
A lot of people were upset that
Close the door.
a lot of people were upset
Close
that she
door.
was crying over Jaime too.
It seems perfectly normal to me. Like,
but apparently, like she's a strong woman, and this man's reduced her to tears and things like that. It's like okay,
oh, Jesus.
She has
there's
feelings
nothing.
too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings don't make you weak.
That's right.
Right.
That's what's the opposite of toxic masculinity? To assume that should be the case.
She's had a wall up her whole life. She finally let it down for him.
All the
And
walls
then,
are down.
Haha. Hitting all walls, Jaime is. With his iron fist.
It's gold, isn't it?
It's gold fist.
I don't feel good about that.
Gold fister.
You got to ease into that. You know, she's new at this. She's not ready for that.
No.
Well, I mean, they were together for weeks before he left, so
Who knows what she is like down there? And
we never.
if
find
she's
out.
a virgin, you know, she's probably messed around with herself, you know, here and there. She's a big woman. She probably has a lot of testosterone. She probably wants to fuck all the time, but just doesn't because she's honorable.
What is that
You know?
like?
I don't know. That's Jamie. Tyrion asked, and Jamie didn't tell him.
Yeah, I totally wanted to get the "I'm the imp and I demand answers" as a soundbite, but Bronn cuts right in the middle of that, so I couldn't isolate it.
Oh,
The Bronn.
That scene's stupid.
That was,
Yeah.
I
that was-
love Bronn, and that scene made no sense.
It's weird.
well, they just didn't get it. They didn't get what was going on. They're like, "What are you doing here
No,
with that? You know, the crossbow
Well, that's not
that I used
necessarily my
to
problem.
kill my father." That's weird.
Yeah, but they've been drinking for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I think when Jamie asked that, he knew the answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
What bothers me is that he travels all the way down there, has a 5-minute conversation, then just fucks off again.
Yeah.
Because
it's
again,
just-
we've established that, like in the very first episode of Game of Thrones, I think they established it takes like 3 weeks to get from Winterfell to King's Landing.
Oh, really?
not anymore, Tim. Like
Yeah.
Well, they cut the.
there is no time now since last season.
No, I understand that.
We don't have time for all this.
So they just kind of like jump people around, but they've been doing that since season 5,
Yeah.
which is fine. I don't need to know that people are traveling, but in this case, especially with the Jamie and Brienne thing, like they've probably been together for like weeks at this point before
Yeah.
he actually leaves. But we don't see that. We've seen them together for all of 3 minutes.
So we think
No,
we
yeah.
have basically 2 or 3 nights together. That was my assumption.
I would say at
I didn't
least.
realize it was like weeks.
Yeah,
I didn't see it that way.
Well, she goes.
Sansa got Raven,
Right.
You know, and it took Dany a little while to get down to King's Landing.
Yeah.
So
And then they had to get to a place to send a raven.
yeah,
I don't know where they got to either. Where did they go after they were on the island?
I think didn't they go to Dragonstone?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's exactly where they
Dragonstone is just hop, skip, and a jump
Yeah,
away.
'cause you
Like it's
see
right north of King's Landing.
Tyrion and Varys having a conversation in the throne room at Dragonstone.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
But I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention, and I only watched the episode once. So,
Yeah,
but if you watch it now, you won't see the coffee cup.
they are going to edit that out.
They've already edited.
No, they
it.
haven't. I just
What?
watched it. I watched it earlier today.
Earlier today, yes, but like as of like 6 hours ago, there was a release saying
Okay.
that HBO Now and HBO Go versions already have the coffee cup
Well,
removed.
good. They
Huh.
should.
All right.
It totally took me out of the whole like. No, I'm just
So
kidding. I
if
didn't
you've-
even notice it the
I
first
didn't
time.
either.
Did you notice it?
No, I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
I noticed John's hands, like when Danny and John were talking, and he had his hands on her face,
Mm-hmm.
and his thumbs were like on her cheeks, and then they cut to another shot, and his hands are more on the
I
back
hate
of
it
her
when they
head.
do that inconsistency thing. That really drives me crazy.
It happens, yeah.
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 What can you do? Like
Well,
it happened on episode 3 when Melisandre was holding the sword before she lit him on fire. Like she had 2 fingers on the sword up top, and then 1, and then 2.
Yeah.
And then I think it changed again to some different.
Yeah.
and I
Why
was
they
like,
they keep cutting and like
yeah. She wasn't consistent on how she was holding it.
And that's one of those
I don't
things,
think.
you know, they shoot so much. And there's so many takes, and you have
Yeah.
no idea what they're going to use.
There is somebody, at least one person on every set, though, that their sole job is to make sure
continuity editor.
everything is consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's still
I
there's
would
still
love
stuff
that
that's going
job.
to slip through.
I want that job.
That's okay. Yeah.
Hey, HBO, Westworld Season 3, so
Yeah.
it'll be your continuity.
I want to do it. Fly me in, I'll do it.
There better be a fucking bear.
There was a deer?
No,
I can't see
is
it.
it a stag?
No,
I'm
it's
sitting.
it's a doe.
A doe,
A deer.
a female deer.
So when Tyrion was talking to Bran, like, what the fuck? So in episode 2, Tyrion and Bran have a conversation. We don't get to hear any of it.
Right?
When we see him this episode, it's like they never talked before. I don't understand it. Because Tyrion even asked him, like, but you're the Stark of Winterfell. And he's like, no, I'm not really. Like, Tyrion would have fucking knew that already if they had any conversation at all. Like, Bran's like, I don't want it. So you don't want it. Like, they would have fucking talked about that a little bit, at least. So basically that conversation that we thought, ooh, Bran probably told him some stuff. Nope. They didn't even talk about his cool wheels.
They did.
Tyrion was surprised. Ooh, like everybody is.
Yeah.
Wheels on chairs.
Wheels on chairs. That's very clever. Yeah.
It's better than the
I
saddle.
don't know what to think about that. Like, that doesn't really... It didn't really bother me at all.
I didn't notice that one either.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, the theme of this episode. Like, they were talking about babies, and they were talking about, like, who's going to be the lord of blah blah blah. So Gendry gets to be the lord of whatever it
Storm's
is.
End.
Storm's End. And Sam's the lord of
Tarlyville.
Hornhill. And so I guess that kind of came up for the theme.
And Bron's going to be Lord of Highgarden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In context of that, like, it doesn't bother me, but I get what you're saying. Like, they've had a conversation. Tell me about your story, you know. And he's like, it'll take a long time. But you like my brand impersonation?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Okay, good.
We don't have time for all this.
Okay.
That was the wrong one.
Almost.
That was the one I wanted.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, other than, like, it didn't bother me.
You shouldn't envy me. I can't even wipe my own butt.
It's your choice.
You shouldn't envy me. I sit in my own shit all day. I mostly live in the past. Oh, wow. Very insightful.
That's so sad.
We shouldn't live in the past.
You know, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like Daenerys.
You know, just, like, learn from it. Learn from the past.
Nope.
No.
Nah.
All right.
Nobody in Game of Thrones learns from the past.
All right.
They just bitch about it.
Yeah. Because in the past, everybody's father killed somebody else's father.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely set up Varys' death for the next episode.
I'm thinking so.
He's the only one I know for sure is going to die next episode, because I don't know how much they're going to cover. I don't know how big this battle's going to be. Like, I know it's going to be the next big battle, but I don't think the whole episode's going to be the battle.
Do you think it's going to be resolved?
The entire show in this episode?
Yeah. Do you think, well, not the entire show, but do you think that the, like, Cersei situation and who's going to win this battle is going to be resolved in this episode, or do you think it's going to carry over into the next episode?
I think whoever wins I think the King's Landing battle will be resolved. Okay. So yeah, this Cersei will probably bite it this next episode.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like, I think Daenerys is going to go crazy, and she will fucking burn the city.
Yeah, she does. She has that look.
I think maybe Jon will have to, I don't know, he'll see that and be like, oh, she's a psycho. I'm going to have to kill her. I don't know. I don't know. Or he just leaves. Like, I can't be with you.
I'm going north.
Yeah, fuck. I have no idea.
I'm going to go north with all the other people that don't bend the knee.
No more bending you over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tormund kind of predicted this, all right? So, like, he's talking to Jon about who gets up on a dragon and rides it or whatever. He's like, a madman or a king? So, Cersei, you know, Daenerys is the madman.
Yeah.
Jon's the king.
Oh.
Whoa. Now hand me my coffee. I'm a bit drunk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Tormund's like a prophet, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I saw that giant's milk.
Did you guys see Pod get a threesome action going?
I only saw the one girl. Was
yeah, I
there
almost
another
saw the one
girl?
girl too.
Yeah, there's another girl. Like when
Really?
Sansa and the Hound are talking.
Yeah.
In the background, Pod is talking to two girls and then leaves with them.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good for Pod.
A lot of people interpret the scene where Pod drinks when Tyrion says Brienne's a virgin, and Pod drinks. They're like, "What? Pod's a virgin?
No.
That's not what he was doing. He was drinking because it's uncomfortable."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, the question wasn't proposed to him, so he doesn't
Right.
have to drink.
exactly. He wasn't playing the game.
I destroyed everything.
Ah!
Yeah, I didn't take it that way either. I was just like, oh yeah, he's just really uncomfortable and
Can't hear anything. No, I can. Okay.
doesn't.
Sorry about that. That definitely carried onto the microphones. The headphone amp fell off the table.
Do we think Clegane Bowl will happen?
Yes,
Yeah, I mean that's
definitely.
the only reason the Hound's going.
Oh, I did want to
I
ask
don't
you
know if
guys
it
this.
will happen just because how Sansa talked to him. She was like, well, I wouldn't be me if all these bad things didn't happen. So maybe he's just going to be like, fuck it.
And gives him a big bear hug.
Yeah.
And then gets
That's gonna be-
squished.
No big deal, brother. I forgive you.
His face. I really am horrified, but also very intrigued. I want to see his face. I want to see
Oh, yeah.
the mountain's face
Mm-hmm.
so bad.
Oh yeah, we're going to.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, it's hard to keep a helmet on when you get smacked with an axe in the face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see how gross it's going to be. Actually, it's just his eyes are blue. Everything else looks normal.
I have a feeling they're not going to make this happen.
No.
I think they're going to fuck the fans over.
God, they've done so much fan service already.
Yeah, but this is one of those things that I think they're just going to be like, nope.
They just kill each other off screen.
So negative. Like they
I
did
can
with,
see that
like they did with
happening.
Sir Pounce.
Poor Sir Pounds.
Poor Sir Pounce.
All right.
That'd be bullshit if they killed the Hound off screen.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Because there's no way.
Yeah, I can see. That won't happen.
Because the Hound's
Of course
not going to
not.
win.
Of course,
They're both going to kill each other.
it's going to
Yeah.
happen on screen. Of course, they're going to show that fight.
Or
And of
Arya
course, we're going
help
to see the
him.
mountain's face.
Or maybe Arya helps him.
Or maybe
They kill them together.
Or maybe the mountain kills Arya and then the Hound.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe.
Well, I mean, the Hound
And
is
then
going to
Gendry
die.
comes back down and saves him.
No, the Hound
Please
dies.
marry me.
Arya sees
Mary
him
Sandy!
and leaves him there, and that's it. Yeah, because she said, "Yeah, probably I'm gonna leave you to die."
No, and then
So
Grey Worm comes
That's
in.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be the Hound kills the Mountain, but the Mountain's basically scored a fatal wound on the Hound, and then Arya puts him out of his misery this time around.
Aw, that's love.
Or Grey Worm. Because he's super sad.
He's just gonna kill everything in his wake.
Yeah, because the Hound chopped Missandei's head off.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, this is the saddest episode
Listen.
for me, I gotta say.
I know.
I know how
My
much you
girl
loved
is
her.
gone. I would still fuck her. Before she got too cold.
A Mountain, Jesus Christ. a Mountain and Grey Worm fight. We already know how spear fights go against the Mountain, so we get a crushed Grey Worm head.
It's true.
Yep.
It's gonna repeat. Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's like. I know Davos is going down with Jon, but I don't see why. Like, I like Davos a lot, but like he definitely doesn't need to be fighting in the battle.
He's his advisor.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. He's just like most trusted advisor now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, he should. He needs to survive and go north as well. And then we just have a north show,
Okay.
just in the north.
That sounds great.
It doesn't need to be.
That sounds fucking riveting.
Would
Tim.
it be called
it's-
Northern Exposure?
Sure, why not? I think it should be like. I basically think it should be a wildling version of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Ah.
Okay. As long as Tormund's in it, I'll watch. So he's very entertaining.
Yeah. He was sloshing around that drink, that booze, just being so sloppy. I was like, stop it, you're wasting it.
He's crying to the Hound.
Yeah.
Like, the fucker just came up north and stole my girl.
Yep. Oh, so good.
Everyone's bothering the Hound. He just, he doesn't want to be bothered. Yeah.
He just wants to eat his chicken in peace, guys.
Everybody likes the Hound, man.
I liked Jamie's move, his smooth moves, like when he was trying to get Brienne, when he went to her room.
What was that?
It's like, you didn't drink, that's why I'm here. Oh man, it's so hot in here, I better take my clothes off. Oh, it's really hot. Oh man, I'm having so much trouble.
And then Brienne's like,
We don't have time for that.
Yep.
It's actually kind of like, it seems a real move that would be done if you're like in high school.
Yeah, I
Like drunk in high school. And you both know you like each other, but don't know how to like.
Yeah.
And like the girl would know the guy's full of shit about his excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
these are the moves you have when you've only romanced your sister.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I thought it was perfect.
You want me to show you my penis?
No.
My penis is perfect.
No. Good God.
Was it perfect?
I don't know. It's gold, too.
He had that look too, like when he woke up and was like, "Oh, what did I do? Man, the drunken one night stand with the Brienne. Oh,
There's nothing wrong with Brienne. She's awesome. Strong, independent woman.
she can throw him around.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some like that.
Maybe, yeah, some do.
Okay, so what do we think? Varys for sure dead next week. Mm-hmm. Probably Cersei. Mm-hmm. Which means probably Jaime.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Varys, Jaime, Chip. Yeah, I don't know.
Cersei.
Okay, Cersei.
Do you think that Davos might die?
Davos might die, but
Davos doesn't go into battle though. Like he goes down with Jon, but he doesn't go into the battles.
Well, he kind of did he fight at all in the Battle of the Bastards? I know he had to shit.
Well, he was in the charge for it.
Yeah,
because he's basically like, oh fuck, Jon did it again.
And he managed to fight and survive the battle at Winterfell.
Yeah, true. Maybe he held back. He just tricked him.
I'm the best fighter in the world.
It's like a pull shark, but for fighting.
Yeah, that's what Jon thinks. Jon thinks he's the best. I mean, he even took it down to dragon by just yelling.
That one's hilarious. You're totally not on board with the theory that he's yelling "Go" at Arya.
No, definitely not.
It's a theory.
Yeah.
Go. Like just because he sees Arya off in the distance.
That's what the theory is, because he's kind of like sitting there breathing heavy, and then all of a sudden he just gets up and starts yelling something at the dragon. And it sounds like he's either yelling "No" or "Go." So people think he yells "Go" 3 times because he's right. Like the way I always thought the Godswood was outside of Winterfell, but close. Yeah. The Godswood is inside Winterfell. It takes up like a third of Winterfell. So there's actually walls around the Godswood. Gotcha. So he could have been right outside the wall, and it could be right past the dragon.
I see. Okay.
I didn't know that until I actually looked at a map of Winterfell. Yeah. So that's a theory right now. Mike doesn't buy into it. A lot of people don't buy into it. Doesn't matter because I didn't care about Arya killing the Night King anyway.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. It was cool.
Do you think Euron is going to ask Cersei, like, how does Tyrion know about your baby?
Maybe.
He's trying to put one over on me.
How did Qyburn? What did he do? Did he just like magically disappear from that scene?
Which
I guess
scene?
it doesn't really show it, but they could have killed Qyburn. Well, because Qyburn came out to talk to Tyrion.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Cersei could have killed everybody in that scene.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That should have happened. The characters should not have been in that situation. I don't think the writer should have put them in that situation.
It didn't make any
Cersei
sense
would have
to me.
fucking killed them.
Yeah, the archers had the drop on them. The dragon was grounded. So
She already has the people on. Cersei already has the people on her side. She could have killed Dany right then.
Right.
There's no reason to worry about the rules of whatever it's called.
Rules of engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another word for the parlay or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Right.
diplomatic immunity.
She fucking blew up a sept. Like, she already has people on her side.
Yep.
Yeah, when you blow up a church and people still are okay with you.
Man, she's using human shields too. It's like, yes, people, come on into the castle.
be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's shady. She's a shady character. She's gonna get hers. She's gonna die, and everyone's gonna rejoice.
Although Missandei should have just wrapped those chains around her neck when she got close and took a dive off.
That would have been awesome.
Yep.
But then everyone would have died.
Yeah, that's true.
But Missandei, she is peaceful people.
Yeah, that's true.
Until she tells Dany to burn the entire city.
That'd have been awesome if the dragon
Yeah, just showed up. Yeah.
Missandei said it. Missandei's like, Dracarys. Dracarys like, just automatically happens anytime anybody says it.
Yeah.
Now, how far can a dragon breathe? Can the dragon breathe from the ground and get on?
The fuck is the dragon that close anyway?
Because we need to put him in the scene.
It's definitely close enough to get shot by those.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is way farther away. During those ships. During Euron's ships. I am Euron.
Well, he's dead next episode too.
Think so?
Yeah, because he'll be in the. He's gonna
Maybe Jaime kills him.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be the fight. It's gonna be Euron versus Jaime.
Unless Yara comes back.
No, she's
be
got
on-
the Iron Island.
And if she does
Yeah,
come
but-
back, she'll be on a ship.
They mentioned the Iron Islands. They mentioned fucking Dorne. Maybe those armies show up to help.
Nope, they won't because
Yara's going to come back.
we don't have time
kill
for all
Euron.
this. I don't have time to wait.
You don't have to, like, because it's
It's just gonna be like da 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 da, like Littlefinger's army showing up at the last second.
it would take them less time to get to King's Landing than Jon to get to King's Landing.
Well, when
And
did
that
John?
army.
When did John leave compared to when Dany left? Because
I think they left at the same time. Basically.
they had to get. They Dany's stuff got sunk. They made it back to Dragonstone, and then they made it back to King's Landing again.
I don't even care anymore. I don't care about any of the time. It's just stupid. But it's hard for them to do that now. They don't have enough actual real time in real life
It's hard for
to
them.
show.
Yeah, it's hard for them to do that in the books too.
Yeah. Plus, we've talked about it before, so how we don't
We don't need
really
to revisit
care.
it.
I don't.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? Like people just traveling, fucking the whole time?
No.
It just gets
Fucking
Not
the whole
interesting.
time.
yeah.
It's not. This is just porn, guys.
Okay, guys. Well, it's about that time. Time to talk about the results of the Game of Thrones Ultimate Survivor bracket.
Woo! Ah.
So these are
Everybody survives.
apparently except the dragon.
That's my prediction, except a couple people.
So the matchups for round 3 were Jon Snow versus Davos. Who do we think goes forward?
Of course, Jon Snow.
Davos.
You would think Davos, but it's not Davos. Jon Snow was 75% of the vote.
Heck yeah.
To Davos is 25. So Jon goes forward.
Yep.
Match 2, Arya Stark versus Bronn.
Arya.
Arya.
Arya with 92%, 92.3% of the vote to Bronn 7.7.
Ooh.
So Arya Stark goes forward. The bullshit one, Sam Tarley versus Podrick Payne.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam was 72.7%.
You're going to take him out of that.
Yeah, do we have to? We should probably take Sam out of it, right? Because it's not fair.
Yeah, so Podrick wins by default.
Podrick just gets the bye.
Yep.
Why is it not fair?
Because
Because they've written him out.
Yeah,
So
Sam's not going to be in the next 2
You
episodes.
don't know that.
That's true.
Oh. Do you want to leave him
You
there?
don't know that.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we should. I mean, people voted for Sam, so Sam's kind of got
You
him.
never know. On their travels, there might be some evil guy that just kills, like, Gilly and kills the
Yeah, all of
baby
a
and
sudden-
just stabbed to the stomach.
Yeah, all of a
just
sudden-
like the Red Wedding.
Dang.
Saruman shows up.
All right. Keep him in.
All right, and the final final match of round 3, Sansa Stark versus Rhaegal. This vote was before the episode aired.
Sansa.
Sansa with 94.4% of the vote to Rhaegal's 5.6.
That makes me really sad.
So we got the viewing community has a finger on the pulse of who's been dying or who was going to die. I mean, Varys we know is going to die next week, but he was voted out early. Which means round 4 is only 2 matches. It's Jon Snow versus Arya Stark.
Okay.
Who you guys think?
Arya.
Same.
All right. Arya's favored to win, at least at this table. And then Samwell Tarly versus Sansa Stark.
Sansa.
I'll
I'll say Sansa.
Sam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Sam.
Well,
I think both will survive.
Yeah.
I mean, what's Sansa? Who's going to threaten Sansa and where? Like, she's staying in the north. Pretty. Okay, if she wins, and then
I mean, she's probably going to win, right?
Sansa bend the knee. I will never bend the knee to anybody.
I mean, if you actually think Jon's going to become a queen slayer, then you got to give him some motivation to slay the queen.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, Okay.
Just saying. If you act like, I don't know if Jon's going to stab a queen.
I mean, it's
I mean, she
not his
can't
sister, so who cares?
You're not my real sister, but you are my real
No,
aunt.
Sansa's just a cousin. Who cares? They're just cousins.
Doesn't matter. Okay, well, yeah. Again, I hate like people on social media that just shit on things, and I know I shit on this episode a lot, and I feel really bad for it. But I still love the show.
Yeah, but you also liked, like you said, half the show. Like it was. I agree with you. I think I enjoyed the episode overall.
Yeah, the first
but
half was good.
I do think some of those action scenes were stupid. I guess it wasn't really action scenes, but
The situations they put the characters in that seemed...
yeah, the shit with the dragon and the ships, that was fucking stupid. And then with Cersei at the end there was stupid. Tyrion, I don't even know why Tyrion he's gonna go up and try to talk to his sister. I guess he's trying
The worst speech
his
ever.
best so Daenerys doesn't burn the fucking city.
Yeah,
so I
maybe.
get that, but
Yeah, I think that was basically just,
Cersei, baby, hey, it's me too. Speaking of babies, hey, you got one, don't you?
Listen, you don't want it to die, do you?
You're not a monster. Yeah, you only blew up 200 people in the Sept. Started a whole fucking war after you guys basically tried to kill a boy. You got Ned Stark killed. You killed all the fucking Tyrells.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you're fucking a guy named Urine.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But you're not a bad person.
Yeah. Maybe you just need to rethink your life a little bit.
But you love the children.
Have you ever read The Secret? This is a great book. All right, well, I think that's enough.
But I really enjoyed the first half of this.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the kind of that was fantastic. That was a lot of fun to watch. The conversations, especially with Tyrion and Varys. I'm really glad to see Varys back.
And actually having a speaking thing.
Yep.
I hope he doesn't die. I know he's going to die, but I hope he has a good death.
I hope we find out what was set in the fire. You know, when he got his balls cut off and then thrown into the fire, and he heard a voice.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
never learned that, did we?
No.
They probably forgot about that.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Because then Kinvara said something about it too. That other red priestess, when they were like in Marine, she shows up. I think she kind of mentions it to him. Teases him with it or something. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know.
Yep.
Said, "Oh,
Yeah. My balls! Ow, my balls. We don't have time for Starbucks.
It's Dunkin' egg
We got this.
coffee.
We got this king named Not Sure.
Dunkin' Donuts."
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. You can send us something in the mailbag, your thoughts, comments, questions, whatever. We'll try our best to get to them. Watch us on the couch at gmail.com. You can also go to watchusonthecouch.com and leave us a voicemail. Still nobody's done that. Makes me
You
sad.
can have a really good time. Just call me. Pick up the phone. That was those late night 1-900 commercials you'd see on TV.
Yeah.
And you haven't memorized.
Yeah, it would used to come on nonstop every commercial break.
On channel 11 when they play those stupid movies on Saturday nights.
Yeah,
you could probably find.
I don't
that
know
on-
how I remember that. That's fucking hilarious.
You can probably find it on YouTube.
I should.
All those crazy, like you can find. You might be too old or too young for Schweig Angle commercials.
I don't know.
Oh, they were like a local.
Sounds familiar.
They're a local St. Louis, or they were, that sold like appliances and electronics and for no money down, and they would make the most ridiculous commercials.
I bet if I saw it, I would remember it because that sounds very familiar.
Yeah, you can find a lot of those on YouTube. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. And all of 3 people that listen to the show would even understand any of what was just said. So, at any rate, only 2 episodes left of Game of Thrones, and we're gonna talk about it, and hopefully we aren't gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna complain about it. Next episode, I'm not gonna complain about anything.
Don't do it.
Hey, I know I'm going to have a good time because my expectations are super low. So
Right.
I like that.
you're in a good spot now, Tim.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy the episode a little bit more. Maybe.
This is the only episode I felt this way about, and I don't like 8 years of this show.
Yeah.
You've never been disappointed until now.
Yeah.
Were you in a bad mood before you watched it?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I mean, no more. What?
I'm just thinking.
No more of a bad mood than I'm usually in. I was.
No, because you said you liked the first half of the episode too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might have been a little more cranky
Could've.
about it because I was doing work outside all day.
Oh yeah, sure were.
Yeah, so I just won't do shit.
Don't do anything.
Next Sunday. I'll
Don't
just,
do anything. Just
get a
stay.
rest.
Stay on the couch.
The only thing I'm going to do is watch Game of Thrones.
That's right. Just wake up and watch Game of Thrones. Sounds great.
Watch it on the couch.
That's right. Speaking of our next episode, it will be late because I am out of town for half of next week. So, yeah. That's the only thing. A little bit of delay on that. Still working on scheduling our Avengers Endgame Watchers on the Movies episode, so stay tuned for that. I will let you know. But until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Davron.
And now our watch is ended. Until next week.
Ooh, don't get your carist.
I told you I don't want it.
Doesn't matter what you want. You didn't want to be king in the north.